Good day to you. My name is Chelsey and I am a breast cancer survivor. I created this channel to share my personal experiences with the intention of helping others in some way. My current adventure is restarting Tamoxifen. I was off to try and get pregnant, and then I had my son, and now postpartum I am starting back on Tamoxifen. I didn't have the greatest experience on Tamoxifen the first go around, but that was after I spent a year on a different medication first, so I'm interested to see what it's like just starting out from scratch on Tamoxifen. So I am sharing my journey here. I've officially been on for 1 week now. What I noticed right away within the first 2 nights is I've been having trouble sleeping. So I feel tired, but then when I get in bed and I get to bed, no matter what time it is, my brain is just going, and I almost have like a burst of energy, and it's just sleep is not anywhere to be found. I eventually do get to sleep, but it's very restless sleep, and that has been consistent for the rest of the week since I started. And then something else I just noticed last night, for the first night, so the end of the first week, my hands were very hot and tingly, and yeah, mostly just hot. And there's another factor here at play, which I'm going to keep my eye on. I have a radiation blocker cell phone case, but it broke. So this is my first week that I have a temporary case on right now that is not a radiation blocking case. So I do notice that when I'm holding a device, or if I have like a Fitbit on, I notice that my arm feels hot and my wrist feels hot. So I'm wondering if this hot hands is from the Tamoxifen, which is a symptom or a side effect that I did feel last time I was on it, or if it's from the non-radiation blocking cell phone case. So that is to be determined. But overall, honestly, I'm feeling really good this first week. I have changed my mindset, and I've been following through with every morning I take my pills with my my health supplements, and I say to myself, to continued health. 2 weeks of Tamoxifen now in the books. So this week the biggest thing that I noticed was hot flashes. I actually think I'm having one right now. And normally I notice them in the middle of the night when I wake up and I'm just so hot, throwing the covers off, and then I can't go back to sleep. So during the day I don't usually get them, except for right now. I think I'm just a little bit like worked up. I got a lot to do tonight, but I wanted to make sure to document this so I could remember and share it. So yeah, this week the biggest thing that I noticed, on top of the insomnia, which stayed from last week, the hot hands, which stayed and progressed from last week, I am going to go ahead and say that is not a cell phone case issue, though I still did order a new cell phone case, which I'm quite happy about. But I still have my hot hands, and they've actually gotten worse. And then now on top of that, hot flashes at night. So sleeping is not an enjoyable time for me. I don't look forward to going to bed because I anticipate laying there being frustrated with my mind, and then being frustrated with being hot and not getting any sleep. So don't love that. But I am really happy to share an experience that the mental part of it hasn't kicked in, and I hope that it doesn't. I still feel happy, I still feel energized, I still feel yeah, joy, and I see the good in the day. So that's huge. I will take the hot flashes and the insomnia if I can keep all the rest of that too. So I did talk to my GP, and I was prescribed a very small dose of a sleep medication that I can take as an option if I've gone a few nights without, you know, good sleep. So kind of have a catch-up sleep, if you will. It's not something that I plan to take on regularly. Yeah, that's just not going to go there. But that is the end of week 2. And there's Lily. Hey, Lil. You come to say hi? Okay, so that is the end of week 2. And we'll see what week 3 brings. I've been on Tamoxifen for 3 weeks now, so 3 weeks done, and I've got some good news to report this week. I believe that my insomnia, the inability to go to sleep at the beginning of the night, is getting better. It's improving, which is so nice. What else has improved? I feel like my hot hands are not as bad this week. And the hot flashes are still there. I'm finding most nights at around 2:30, 3:30 at night, I wake up and I'm very, very hot. That's very consistent. This past week, mentally, I've been feeling good. Oh, I can hear a little one crying. My husband's there with him, though, I know. No, I'm distracted. Mentally, I've been feeling good. I can still see colors. I can still feel happiness. I kind of had this thought that it might be different than last time because I am postpartum this time, and I know that the hormones being postpartum and breastfeeding can alter your mood a little bit. So I'm wondering if my mood was altered from being postpartum, and then maybe it'll improve going on to Tamoxifen, or it'll stay the same. But that was just something that I considered this past week. I've noticed that I'm getting a little bit more bloated in my abdomen. I will confess, though, I haven't been eating that great this week, so I do hope to make some improvements on that. But I do feel like I'm getting more bloated more easily. I don't weigh myself, and I probably should have weighed myself just for the experiment's sake before I went on Tamoxifen, but I didn't. So we don't have that to track. I'm just not someone who likes to weigh myself. I don't find that it's a very helpful tool for me. It's more about how I feel, how my clothes fit, rather than the number on the scale. So anyways, yeah, overall this has been a good week. I haven't noticed any joint pains, and there's improvement in sleep, so no complaints at the end of week 3.